Hi, this is Nathan Hopkins from 3xmethod.com with another episode of Testosterone TV. Now today I'm talking about 3 ways to strip away stress now. Now, have you ever felt like this guy? I know I have, and I've spent a good bit of time consulting in Fortune 500 companies, and here's some of the things that I've noticed and even learned myself that will help you prevent stress. Now, first tip, face your job head on. Challenge yourself. Always be testing yourself, growing. In fact, I challenge you to do at least one thing a day that takes you out of your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone is the kiss of death. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable is a great way to continue to grow and expand your skills and strengths. Now, in addition, in the back of your mind, if you're really doing everything you can, and if you're not, there will always be this level of guilt operating in the background that will create stress for you. Now challenge yourself can go the other direction as well. You want to be self-aware, know your limitations, and don't bite off more than you can chew. You don't want to take on something that is so far outside your skill set that it actually overwhelms you and causes you to shut down. Causes you to be unsure and timid. Remember, people are attracted to confidence and certainty. Also, you don't want to overcommit and jam yourself with so many things that your health and sanity suffers. Successful men, they're go-getters, but they also know when the quality of their efforts suffer because of quantity. Now, also, don't be a yes man. One of my mentors told me that successful people surround themselves with others who tell them what they need to hear rather than what they want, what you think they want to hear. Their main concern is success of the objective, and not just trying to make others feel good about themselves. Successful people are wise enough to recognize wisdom in someone who is truly an asset to them. Now, I swear I can tell you, I can't tell you how many times my mentor ripped someone's heart out, handed it to them while it was still beating, and then they literally thanked him for it. Now, he wasn't telling them they were idiots or beating them up or anything like that, but he was willing to bring up the hard issues for the right reasons, and that's why a guy like him is sought out by some of the biggest companies in the world. Okay. Second way to reduce stress, pick up your trash. Do things the right way. Accept responsibility for your life, the decisions you make, and the mistakes that you make. Learn from your lumps, rise up, and don't make the same mistakes twice. Take action. Never settle for being mediocre, but don't lament over doing things perfectly either. You can fall prey to paralysis from analysis and end up missing a lot of opportunities. Listen to your gut, make your decision, and give it your best, and things will shake out for you. Also, you want to limit self-destructive behaviors like disorganization. For example, if you have a car that that's full of trash and other stuff, where your closets have clothes all over the place, on the floor and thrown about, this should tell you something. It's a reflection of the chaos that's that's going not only going on around you, but it's also shows what's going on internally as well. People can see this, and even when you can't. I've actually heard several financial advisors say they look when they look around at someone's home and how organized things are, they can actually predict how good that individual is with managing money, and I think that's pretty interesting and pretty instructive. Now, being organized will reduce stress. Next thing, don't take shortcuts. And don't cheat. You actually sacrifice the knowledge you gain and the experience, and then you run the risk of getting into a situation that can be over your head. Next thing you know, you can't even breathe. You're so stressed out. Things have a way of coming back and biting you in the ass when you cheat. So, next thing, do what you say, and when you say you're going to do it. If you tell someone you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, be there. If you commit to having a certain project completed by X date, have it done. Don't owe anyone anything. The last thing you want is to wind up in an awkward or stressful situation where you run into someone that you committed to doing something for, and you didn't do it. Remember, actions scream so loud people can't hear your words. If you're not a man of your word, people are going to catch on, and they're going to see you coming a mile away. At the end of the day, your word is all you have. Your word is you. Next way to strip away stress is keep your eyes on the horizon. Like a sailor or a pioneer, looking for storms or potential danger looming ahead. Many people start their day out, completely out of control. They show up at work with no plan. Then they just exist in a state of reaction to surroundings. They get nothing done. By the end of the day, they're stressed out. They're worn out. They feel like they've been, busting their ass, and half the time they can't even remember what they actually got done that day. This is one of the things that I've seen in companies over and over again. Heck, I even used to do it myself, and sometimes I still do. until I just can't handle it anymore and I got to do something about it. Now, you know, here's what I do. I plan my day out the night before, and I list out the actions I need to complete to achieve my goals for that week or even that month. And I anticipate the storms by taking action in advance. I also take control of my day in the very beginning by reviewing my plan. First thing, actually at 4 a.m. when I get up, at home while the house is still completely quiet. No email, no one's asking me to do anything. I'm looking out on the horizon. I have a plan. That way, when something does happen during my day, I may have to adjust a little bit, but I never get derailed. I can't remember which general it was, but I remember hearing a quote somewhere that said, you'd be crazy to go into battle without a plan, and you'd be even crazier to stick to it once you're in the fray. So, here's another thing: make your own weather. Have the right people around you. When the storm hits, having positive, like-minded people around you to support you, and people that have the same goals, that'll see you through. That way, when the storm hits, and you can create your own wind and just blow it out away. Just it's gone. Now, and it goes the other way even more. Having negative, cynical people around you spreads like a virus. So get rid of those people, or find a way to not catch their sickness. Because again, kiss the death here, and stress guaranteed. All right. Big picture: work hard, play hard. Be a man, do things right, have a plan, challenge yourself, and push the envelope. Never settle for being mediocre, and always be evolving and recreating yourself. Bust your ass and make the most of the time that you have. Always figure out ways to get more done with the time that you have. Don't be the guy that takes forever to get things done and works 13-hour days. Again, increase stress. One way to motivate yourself to be more effective is actually scheduling some pleasure during the day. If you have to accomplish X Y Z before you get to the pleasure, you're going to get it done faster so that you can do the thing that you enjoy. Now I'm a fitness guy, so I got to throw in health analogy here. But another example of this is if you're on a diet, you got to eat things you really like. You got to eat things you like every so often. Don't let yourself get too rigid. Have you ever been at a party where someone won't drink beer, or they won't, or they make a big deal about not wanting to eat something because whatever, it's not on their diet. They're no fun, and it really in a way they've become a slave to their lifestyle or whatever. The same thing can happen at work. So having some pleasure to reward hard work is going to reinforce the habits you're programming there in yourself. And at the end of the day, don't take yourself too seriously. And remember, your job, the way you work out, eat, all that, whatever, it's a way of living, but it's not your life. Be a man, have fun, and seriously, kick some ass. Now, if you would like to get more free videos, you can go over to 3xmethod.com and subscribe. You'll be notified whenever I post new videos on men's fitness, lifestyle, things like this, reducing stress, and lots of other things that guys deal with. You can also get immediate updates by following me at YouTube, by going obviously to YouTube and searching 3X Method without the space. That's it. This is Nathan Hopkins from 3xmethod.com with another episode of Testosterone TV. And remember, don't just be a man, be a 3X man.